Donald John Trump was born in Queens, New York City in 1946, at a time when the city was bustling with post-war optimism and rapid growth. The streets of Queens echoed with the sounds of children playing, families building new lives, and the distant hum of construction that would soon reshape the skyline. From the very beginning, Donald was surrounded by the energy and ambition that defined New York. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Fred Trump, a prominent real estate developer known for his relentless work ethic and sharp business instincts. Fred Trump had built a reputation for transforming neighborhoods, constructing affordable housing across Brooklyn and Queens, and instilling in his children the values of discipline, determination, and the importance of a strong family legacy. Growing up in the leafy, affluent enclave of Jamaica Estates, Donald was exposed to both privilege and responsibility. The Trump household was a place of high expectations, where dinner conversations often revolved around business deals and the future of the family enterprise. Even as a child, Donald was competitive and driven, eager to prove himself not just to his father, but to the world beyond Queens. After some trouble in school, Donald's parents decided he needed more structure and discipline. At age 13, he was sent to the New York Military Academy, a prestigious boarding school north of the city. There, he thrived as a leader and athlete, quickly rising through the ranks and earning the respect of his peers and instructors. The academy's strict environment helped channel his energy and ambition, shaping his competitive spirit and leadership style. After graduating from the academy, Trump attended Fordham University in the Bronx for 2 years, before transferring to the prestigious Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. At Wharton, he studied economics, learning the fundamentals of finance, real estate, and deal-making. He graduated in 1968, ready to take on the world with a degree and a vision for something bigger. Eager to make his mark, Donald joined the family business, the Trump Organization. He quickly set his sights beyond the outer boroughs, determined to leave his own imprint on the city. With bold ideas and a flair for publicity, he began steering the company toward high-profile Manhattan projects, convinced that the heart of New York was where his future and his legacy would be built. From the quiet streets of Queens to the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, Trump's journey to the top had begun, a journey fueled by ambition, shaped by family, and set against the ever-changing backdrop of New York City. In the early 1970s, a young and ambitious Donald Trump stepped into the world of real estate, taking the reins of his father's company, which had already made a name for itself in Brooklyn and Queens. Eager to leave his own mark, Donald rebranded the family business as the Trump Organization, signaling a new era and a bold vision for the future. He was determined to move beyond the outer boroughs and set his sights on the heart of New York City. With a keen eye for opportunity, Trump shifted the company's focus to Manhattan's luxury real estate market, a world defined by towering skyscrapers, high-stakes deals, and fierce competition. He saw Manhattan not just as a place to do business, but as a stage to build his legacy. His first major breakthrough came with the transformation of the aging Commodore Hotel. Through a complex web of negotiations, partnerships, and city incentives, Trump orchestrated its rebirth as the Grand Hyatt New York. This ambitious project not only revitalized a neglected landmark, but also established Trump as a major player in the city's real estate scene, earning him both praise and notoriety. Riding the wave of success, Trump soon unveiled his most iconic project, Trump Tower. Rising above Fifth Avenue, the gleaming skyscraper became a symbol of 1980s opulence, attracting celebrities, business moguls, and tourists alike. The building's lavish design and prime location cemented Trump's reputation as a developer who could turn vision into reality, and his brand became synonymous with luxury and excess. Never content to rest on his laurels, Trump expanded his empire beyond New York. He ventured into Atlantic City's casino industry, developed golf courses, and launched a series of high-profile licensing deals. Each new venture carried risk, but also the potential for enormous reward, and Trump's appetite for bold moves only grew. Of course, the path to success was not without obstacles. Trump faced significant setbacks, including high-profile corporate bankruptcies, and legal battles that threatened his fortune and reputation. Yet, time and again, he managed to rebound, using media attention and controversy to keep his name in the spotlight. More than just a businessman, Trump became a master of branding. He put his name on everything from skyscrapers and hotels to books, board games, and even bottled water. The Trump name itself became a valuable asset, representing a lifestyle of wealth, power, and ambition. Perhaps nothing captured this better than his best-selling book, The Art of the Deal. The book offered a glimpse into Trump's business philosophy and larger-than-life persona, further fueling his rise as a celebrity entrepreneur. By the 2000s, Trump's empire was built as much on the power of his name as on bricks and mortar. His brand extended across continents, with luxury properties and ambitious projects bearing the Trump signature. The Trump brand had become a global phenomenon, recognized around the world as a symbol of ambition, controversy, and the relentless pursuit of success. In 2004, Trump became the host of NBC's The Apprentice, turning his business persona into a household brand. His catchphrase, "You're fired," and boardroom authority made him a weekly fixture in American homes. The show blurred the line between Trump, the businessman, and Trump, the celebrity, giving him unprecedented name recognition. This media fame set the stage for his political ambitions, providing a ready-made audience and a powerful public image. When he announced his presidential run in 2015, few realized how deeply his TV persona had resonated with millions. In 2016, Trump shocked the world by defeating Hillary Clinton, running as a populist outsider promising to make America great again. As president, he slashed taxes, rolled back regulations, and appointed 3 Supreme Court justices, reshaping the judiciary. He withdrew from major international agreements and used social media to bypass traditional channels, fueling constant controversy. Trump's presidency was marked by investigations, 2 impeachments, and a deeply polarized nation. Despite criticism over his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, he maintained a fiercely loyal base. His leadership fundamentally transformed the Republican Party and American politics. Trump's first term ended with the country more divided than ever. The 2020 election was unlike any in modern American history. Held in the shadow of a global pandemic, it saw a record number of Americans casting their ballots, many for the first time, determined to make their voices heard despite the risks. Voters stood in long lines, wore masks, and used mail-in ballots and drop boxes in unprecedented numbers, all to participate in a contest that would shape the nation's future. The race between incumbent President Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden was fiercely contested, marked by sharp rhetoric, heated debates, and a deeply divided electorate. Both candidates campaigned vigorously, with the country watching anxiously as the results trickled in over several tense days. When the results finally showed Biden as the winner, Trump refused to concede. Instead, he and his legal team launched a series of lawsuits and public campaigns, alleging widespread voter fraud and irregularities despite a lack of evidence. Courts across the country, including judges appointed by Trump himself, reviewed the claims and found no basis for overturning the results. Every legal challenge was rejected, and the allegations of fraud were dismissed as unfounded. The turmoil reached a breaking point on January 6, 2021, when a violent mob stormed the U.S. Capitol, seeking to disrupt the certification of the Electoral College vote. The world watched in shock as the seat of American democracy was attacked. In the aftermath, the House of Representatives impeached Trump for a second time, charging him with incitement of insurrection. The Senate held a historic trial, though Trump was ultimately acquitted. Even after leaving office, Trump's grip on the Republican Party only tightened. He remained the party's most influential figure, with many GOP leaders seeking his approval and support. From his Mar-a-Lago residence, Trump continued to shape the party's direction. He endorsed loyalists in key races, held massive rallies across the country, and made it clear that he was not stepping away from the political stage. At every event, he hinted at a possible 2024 presidential run, keeping his supporters energized and the media guessing about his next move. Trump's repeated claims that the 2020 election was stolen became a defining issue within the Republican Party. For many, loyalty to Trump meant embracing these claims, turning them into a litmus test for party allegiance. As the 2024 election approached, Trump's influence was undeniable. He remained the clear frontrunner for the Republican nomination, with a loyal base and a party still shaped by his vision and leadership. Trump's 2024 campaign was a comeback story, blending nostalgia with promises of retribution and strong leadership. He dominated the primaries, chose J.D. Vance as his running mate, and narrowly defeated the incumbent in a fiercely contested election. Assembling a loyalist cabinet, Trump prepared to move quickly on his agenda. He promised to finish the border wall, conduct mass deportations, and reorient America's global role. Supporters celebrated his return, believing he could finally fulfill his promises. Critics warned of threats to democratic norms, but Trump's base was undeterred. The world watched as Trump began his unprecedented second term. Trump's second term began with bold moves, most notably a U.S. military intervention in Venezuela to oust Nicolas Maduro. Declaring U.S. control over Venezuela's oil, Trump pledged to use the revenue for American goods and rebuilding efforts. The move drew global criticism and alarm at home, but supporters saw it as decisive leadership. Trump's assertiveness extended to renewed threats against Greenland and the seizure of Russian oil tankers. Domestically, he slashed funding to blue states and pardoned political allies, rewarding loyalty. These actions signaled a presidency willing to use American power unilaterally. The world braced for a more unpredictable and transformative Trump era. Beyond politics, Trump's personal life is a modern American saga. Married 3 times, he has 5 children, many of whom play key roles in his business and political ventures. His current wife, Melania, and son Barron remain in the public eye, while his older children are prominent advisors. Trump's lavish lifestyle, penthouse, Mar-a-Lago, golf courses, remains central to his brand. He is known for his distinct tastes and for using his properties as stages for both business and diplomacy. To supporters, his wealth is proof of success and independence from the political establishment. By 2026, Trump's impact is more polarizing than ever. Supporters see him as a patriot restoring American greatness. Critics view him as a threat to democracy. His aggressive foreign policy and direct style inspire admiration and alarm in equal measure. The nation is deeply divided, with compromise nearly impossible, and every event filtered through partisan lenses. Trump has rewritten the rules of politics, transformed the GOP, and changed the presidency itself. As he prepares for another State of the Union, his influence remains undeniable. Trump's story, and its impact on America, is far from over.